Hey everyone, welcome to my new series, Road to Fit. Today is day 4. And in today's video, we'll be doing a back and bicep workout, but today we'll be focusing on the cardio I'll be doing after my lift. So yesterday was day 1 of my workout split. I did chest and triceps with 25 minutes of cardio after that. Today is back and bicep day, and I'll be doing cardio after as well. The reason I'm doing cardio 4 to 5 times per week right now is because I'm doing a half marathon in 3 months, and I'm also training for the Chicago Marathon next year. So we'll head to the gym in just a minute here. I'll record some of my back workout, and what I'll do is focus on the cardio I'll be doing once I get back here. And a lot of people, when they think cardio, it's just for losing weight. But that's not all cardio is for. Cardio is also for your cardiovascular health, making sure you're not getting out of breath while you're lifting weights, making sure your heart is healthy. It's good for your skin, your eyes. It's good for your overall well-being and to live a long, healthy life. I know a lot of people who love lifting weights, but they neglect doing any kind of cardio whatsoever. And for a lot of people, they can get away with just lifting weights. But in the long term, it's not the healthiest thing. It's always good to do a little bit of cardio. If it's steady state cardio at the end of your workout, or even going for a walk several times a week would be enough. So in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to make cardio more enjoyable. Because cardio is one of those things that a lot of people hate. And it's one of those things where you can learn to love it over time with these tips. So right now, I'll take my pre-workout, head to the gym, do my back day, come back, and we'll do my cardio session. And at that point, I'll give you the tips on how to make cardio more enjoyable. So if you guys saw yesterday's video, I got new running shoes. My preferred running shoes are Brooks, the Ghost 14s. I was told by a couple other people in the running community that the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 22s, which is these shoes right here, are very similar to the Brooks Ghost 14s, except they have more stability. More stability in the back and on the bottom here inside the shoe. And for me, doing long distance running, half marathon, marathons, and training 4 to 5 days a week, for me, having a good stable shoe that's comfy to long run distances is perfect for myself. So tip 1 of enjoying cardio, well, it's finding the cardio you like the most. For me, I enjoy running. Some people enjoy swimming. Some people enjoy walking. Some people enjoy elliptical, treadmill, and so on. But for me, it's running. And for me, finding a nice, good pair of shoes makes running more enjoyable for myself. And first of all, these look awesome. These are great looking shoes. I can wear these for running or just casually wear these as well. And on top of that, these are very comfy shoes that make running definitely more enjoyable. If you have shoes that hurt your feet, hurt your legs, you're not going to enjoy doing any kind of cardio. And that's a big thing too. Having a good pair of shoes is a huge proponent of enjoying cardio. Having these be as good looking as they are, it definitely helps as well. Alright, so today I'll be taking my electrolytes. I'll sip this as I'm doing my lifting and cardio. I'm going to mix my creatine monohydrate with my electrolyte. And I'm also going to take my White Magic, which is my stimulant, which has caffeine and DMAA in it. For back day is I'll have my Gorilla Mode Nitric, which is their pump product. I'm going to take these and we'll head to the gym. Alright, as my car is warming up, I'll do my pre-workout ritual. I'm going to sip on my creatine and my electrolytes and listen to metal music on the way to the gym. Alright guys, heading to the gym right now, and I'll give you a second tip on how to make cardio more enjoyable. First, it's finding the cardio you enjoy. Cardio is one of those things where it's not easy. But once you start building your endurance up, it definitely gets more enjoyable. Just like anything else in this world, similar to lifting, it takes time to get good at something. Same thing with cardio. It takes time to build that endurance up. And for me, it took time to build my running endurance up. And like I said, I'm training for a half marathon, marathon. I have a goal where I'm building my endurance up over time. And for me, I love running. That's my preferred cardio. And now that I built a little bit of endurance up, after about 10 minutes into a run, I start getting the endorphins, dopamine release, and I get that runner's high. You don't get that same high from lifting. The runner's high or cardio high is really specific. Once you get to the point where you feel that runner's high every time you do cardio, it gets addicting, it really does. And like I said, cardio is not easy. It takes time to build your endurance up. Once you get to the point where you can get that runner's high every single time, you will start enjoying cardio. And the hardest part, just like anything else, just like going to the gym, the hardest part is getting started. The hardest part for most people, just in general, to get into the gym is actually going to the gym. And once you're at the gym, most people are fine. But the hardest part is doing it. Same thing with cardio. The hardest part is actually doing it. And second of all, staying consistent. You don't want to be that person that's in the gym lifting weights, and after every set you are out of breath, gasping for air. If you have some cardio endurance, you're going to want to lift more in the gym. You're going to have more energy to do more reps, do more sets. When your cardiovascular health is good, like doing normal things in your life, like walking upstairs, carrying heavy objects, like moving boxes, whatever you have to do in your normal day life, it makes things easier for you. It makes your heart and cardiovascular health stronger. I'm only going to record a couple sets today because back day is one of those things you really can't mess up. I'll be doing 3 pull-down exercises in 3 rows. As long as you're doing a volume throughout the week and you're lifting heavy, you really can't mess up your back workout. Alright guys, let's get this back commentary going here. And we're not going to focus too much on this back workout because I want to focus on the tips on how to enjoy cardio. But I started my back workout by doing lat pull down. And I usually start my back workouts by doing some kind of pull down. And I always do my lats first, pull downs first, then rows. My second exercise I did was this neutral pull down, and I made sure I was squeezing my lats every time I was going down, making sure I was getting the best contraction I can possibly can. My third workout I did was this rope pull down, and every back day I make sure I incorporate some kind of pull down like this, either using the rope or the straight bar. I did 6 sets because the first 2 I ended up going too light. And my 4 working sets, I made sure I was burning out my lats before I went to my row exercises. For this, I made sure I was squeezing my lats every time I was pushing the rope down, getting that mind-muscle connection, thinking about squeezing my lats as the rope was coming down. And by the end of this, my lats were completely fried and I had a huge pump. Now I started my row exercises. I only recorded one of the 3 exercises I did. But this was a great exercise that I don't do often. And usually if I do this, I do single arm because you get more of a stretch. But because I was in a rush to get home, I did both my arms at the same time. But just like I did for my other exercises, I make sure I have that mind-muscle connection. As I'm pulling the weight back, I'm contracting my back, making sure I'm squeezing every single rep. I notice if I don't think about contracting my muscles as I'm doing the workout, I don't get as good of a pump and I don't get as good of a workout overall. Either way, I had a great back workout today, and I went straight to biceps after this. 2 bicep exercises, again, reverse pyramid, 10, 8, 6, and 4, and I did 2 hammer curl type exercises. This cable rope pull, it's something I don't do often, but it felt really good. Gave me a great bicep pump. Did 4 exercises of that and went straight to hammer curls. Like I said, I was in a rush, so I did 2 arms at the same time. Got a great pump doing this. And overall, this was a great back and bicep workout. And what we'll do now is head home, do my 25 minutes of cardio, and give you the tips on how to enjoy it more. Alright guys, just left the gym, got a really good back workout today, and it is so hot outside. The humidity is so high in the Chicago area. It says it's 96 degrees right now. It is brutal outside, and I'm having family over for the 4th of July on my rooftop today on my building. So I'm gonna head back right now and do my cardio on my treadmill. I'll go with the last tips to make cardio more enjoyable. These last tips are definitely the most important ones in my opinion. Alright guys, just got home. Gonna do about 25 to 30 minutes of cardio on my treadmill. And I would say the most important tip to enjoy cardio is to keep yourself distracted. So my preferred cardio is running. So if I'm running on a treadmill, for example, I'll keep myself distracted by either listening to a podcast. Recently, I've been watching MMA fights or Muay Thai fights. anything to keep your mind off the actual cardio itself, and you're keeping your mind distracted doing something else, makes the cardio fly by. So for example, I can either use my iPhone, but usually I'll put my tablet right here, bigger screen, so I can either do one of two things. Like I said, I can watch an MMA fight or a Muay Thai fight. Another thing I would do is watch a TV series, and I would make sure I would watch a show, and I would only watch that show while I do cardio. So it would make me want to do cardio and see what happens next in that TV show. It's a way to motivate yourself to do cardio, and you get to watch a show, and it keeps your mind off doing the actual cardio itself. And this can be for either a show or a movie. Only watch that show or movie while you're doing the cardio. Another thing that's important to me is I make sure I am not timing myself. I make sure I'm covering the screen with the time on it. I'm making sure I'm not looking down at my watch showing the time or timer on it. And when I'm watching these shows, watching these movies, watching these fights, if I'm not looking at the time, it seems to go faster. If you're constantly looking at the time on the screen, looking at your watch, the run or whatever cardio you're doing is gonna seem like it's going slower because you're constantly looking at the clock. But if your mind's distracted and you're just going through the movement of doing cardio, I promise you're gonna enjoy it so much more. So I'm gonna start my cardio right now. And to end this video off, cardio is not just for losing weight. Yes, it does help you burn calories. It is calories in, calories out at the end of the day. But it's not just that, it's for your heart health, your joints, your skin, your eyes, everything. It's for your general well-being and to live a long, healthy life. And if you use these subtle tips in this video, I promise you will get your endurance up and you will enjoy cardio so much more.